Today I'm going to tackle about approximating areas under curves. Paano natin hahanapin ang area under the curve? Kailangan natin ng formula para mahanap natin ang area under the curve. Area is equals to b and the limit of a y times dx. At dito makikita natin ang representation ng graph at ng curve. Let's have an example. Given the curve of fx is equals to x squared on the interval 0 to, find the area using the formula in finding the area under the curve. Dito, makikita natin kung paano natin nagawa yung paghahanap ng area under the curve. First, kailangan natin ng formula at kailangan din natin i-substitute yung mga given. Yung fx is x squared. At dito, makikita natin na hinanap natin ang antiderivative ng x squared. Kaya naging x cubed over 3. At dito, papalitan na natin yung x into 2 and 0. So, 2 cubed over 3 is equals minus 0 cubed over 3. Magiging 8 kasi 2 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8. At dito, magiging 0 lang din naman siya. At mahanap natin yung area as 2.67 as 8 divided by 3 ay ito. So, ang area ay magiging 2.67. Now, let us talk about illustration of net area from the graphs. Dito, makikita natin na may graph at ang curve natin ay may positive and negative. Dito, given na ang positive ay may 3 and 1 area at yung negative ay may 7 area. At para mahanap natin ang net area of the curve or the graph ay 3 plus 1 ay magiging 4 minus 7 is equals to negative 3.
Here we are. We will tackle about intro to Riemann sum and regular partition. So first, what is Riemann sum? So Riemann sum is an approximation of a region's area, obtaining by adding up the areas of multiple simplified slices of the region. Next is the formula of Riemann sum. So the formula of Riemann sum is A is the area under the curve, and the interval being evaluated. Fxi is the height of each rectangle, and is the width of each rectangle or trapezoid. Next, so the regular partition has the following requirements: that all subintervals are the same width, and all delta x sub I are equal. So next is illustration of Riemann sum using graphs. So the application, we have an illustration about this graph. So to further explain it, we have the function of f of x equals negative x squared plus 5 with 4 rectangles drawn under the curve. There are 3 types of Riemann sums represented here: left, midpoint, and right sums. So each one is calculated. So the left sum for each interval, take the height of the function of the endpoint and multiply by the width of the interval. The sum of these areas is the left sum. So our left sum is 8.25. So the midpoint is take the height of the function at the midpoint and multiply by the width of the interval. This sum of areas is the midpoint sum. So we have 7.375. So the right sum, take the height of the function at the right endpoint and multiply by the width of the interval. So our right sum is 6.25. The actual area under the curve, f of x equals negative x squared plus 5 from x equals 0 to x equals 3 can be calculated using integral calculus. And it's given as 17 over 3 or approximately 5.6667.
Let us move on to the illustration of Riemann sum using table. Below are selected x values from the differentiable function f of x. Use the indicated subintervals of 0 and 1, 1 and 4, 4 and 9, and 9 to 11, 9 and 11. To approximate the area under f using the specified method, which is left rectangles, right rectangles, and midpoint rectangles. Dito, kukunin natin yung left rectangle. So, ito yung mga base natin, 1, 3, 5, 2, at ito naman yung height. Itong 8, 11, 18, 30, 36. So, para kunin yung left rectangle, ito yung left niyan, tapos ito yung right. So, i-times natin yung base at yung height. So, 1 times 8 equals to 8, 3 times 11 equals to 33, 5 times 18 is equals to 90, and 2 times 30 equals to 60. So, ang sunod natin ay i-add lang natin lahat yan. 8 plus 33 plus 90 plus 60 equal to 191. So, ang left rectangle natin is 191. So, sa pagkuha naman ng right rectangle, same lang naman yung base natin. Yung height lang may iba. Kasi ito yung left, ito naman yung right. So, right yung i-ano natin gagamitin. So, 1 times 11 equals 11, 3 times 15 equals 54, 5 times 30 equals 150, 2 times 36 equals 72. So, add lang natin 11 plus 54 plus 150 plus 72 equals to 287. So, 287 ang ating right rectangle. So, dito naman sa pagkuha ng midpoint rectangle, may iba sa atin yung, yung base at yung height. Kasi midpoint lang naman, so dalawa lang. So, 0 to 4, magiging 4 kung binilang natin, at 4 to 11, magiging 7 pag binilang natin yun. So, dito sa height, kung alin yun na parang gitnaan, yun ang kukunin natin kasi midpoint kaya kukunin. Tapos, ito na, multiply na natin. 4 times 11 is 44, 7 times 30 is 210. So, add lang natin ulit, 44 plus 210 equals to 254. So, yun ang midpoint natin. That's all. Thank you.